be wondering how to choose a rebozo. There's lots of options out there to choose from. So let's talk about that for a minute. Rebozos can be made from a variety of materials. You have cottons and muslin, and you can even have them from wool and acrylics. But I found that they're all different and they all have different benefits. This one came from Mexico and I love it. It's brightly colored. It's a very heavy weave. And so it's great if you just put one layer on, but once you try to bunch it up, it's just too thick to do much with. And it has a little bit of stretch to it that I don't like. But I love it if a mom just wanted a little bit of surety and a little bit of weight added to her. I would recommend this one, but it doesn't have as much versatility as I wanted when I looked at rebozos. Next, I got this one from South America. It is wool, and it's a lot thinner. I love that it's thin. I can bunch it up. I can use it well. It has a good length to it. My problem is it's wool, and I'm allergic to wool, so it's very itchy. It's not a very soft material, and so it doesn't have as many applications either. The next one is this one. It's an acrylic one. It's really pretty and light. I like that. The only problem is that there are some cultures that don't like red in the birth room, so I'd avoid having something like this that's solid red. They feel that the red brings on bleeding, excessive bleeding in the mother, so just be aware of that in color choice. This is a thin one, but once again, the weave is not very tight on this one, and it's quite scratchy. And so I like the thinness. I like the length's pretty good, not quite long enough for the things I use it for, but it's okay. And so I didn't go with buying more of the acrylic ones either. So I love this muslin one because it's 10 feet long. I like the color of it. The width of it is good. My problem is I always do a test of the different directions. So I stretch it this way, I stretch it this way, and then I stretch it this way. And so I found that it has too much give to it. You can see it like this. When I go side to side, it's good. Even top to bottom, it has a little stretch, but when you go to diagonal, this muslin has a stretch to it. So it's a tight weave. I like the color. I don't like the width on this one. I like to have a good 3 feet in width, but I do like the length. It's a 10-footer. My problem is I found when I have a large mom that's using this, it gives too much and I can't support her well. When I try to tie for a double hip squeeze and that kind of thing, I can't get the tightness I need from it to give the relief to the mom. But I like the thinness of it. So I did that one. Here's another one I got. I love the colors. I love the cotton. It's a very soft material. It's a great width. It's a great length. My problem was the weave. So you can see the weave in this one's a lot looser. See? But it's a very soft cotton. My problem is that as I used it, it got caught on hospital beds, and it got caught on my nails, and it got caught on chairs, and the threads were being pulled out. And it was too inconsistent for me to want to do it long term. And so then that brought me to actually making my own. I got California King sheet and cut it into thirds or fourths so that it has a good width on it, and the California King will give a good length on it, and it has a little stretch, but really not that much of a stretch, and I can use it on the moms as they labor, and I can get a double hip squeeze on it. I can use it in the tubs, all these different things. And the other thing I liked about it is that it's cheap. It's a sheet. You know, you can get those at Goodwill or wherever, make your own. It's just not very pretty. Please stay away from white if you're going to make your own because you'll get lost in all the hospital things. But this one is nice because I take it home, I can bleach it, do whatever I need to do with it, and know that it's clean. So my favorite still is this one from Laos, where it's tightly woven. It is a cotton, a really nice weave. I had it for years and years and years. You can't even tell it. It wears really well. It doesn't have a lot of stretch whichever way you go because it's a weave, it's not a print. And I like that the weave gives added strength to it. So then when I have a larger mom or even tie it over the door, and you have a strong mom that's pulling on it, I'm not worried about it fraying or it breaking or causing problems. So lots of different rebozos to choose from. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for how wide it is. We'd love to have at least 9 feet, if not 10 feet long. And then we're also looking for that it is durable in color and softness, and its weave is tight.